Hiya Dale, thanks for the footage, great to see you swing on video and look forward to working with you in a little bit more detail and a little bit more in depth when we get together on the 11th. What I'd like to do is make a few changes here initially from starting at setup. First thing we need to do is instead of the knees kinked in, we need to get the knee kinked out. So feel like you're going to flex the knees out over the knees. Over the feet, should I say, as opposed to kinking the knees in. That's going to free up the turn and allow you to move in a more lateral manner on the way down. Having said that, as you make the backswing, we can see here that you keep the arms tracing the body nicely, working the arms in, good position there. And at the top of the backswing, we get a little bit long, so one of the keys I'm going to say is whatever else I talk about now, one of the key things I want you to concentrate between now and the 11th is making a 3/4 backswing. You've almost got to feel, if you watch Charlie Wee here, it's almost like you're just going to make the backswing with your body. Your arms are going to do nothing. Very short arm swing. With yourself, we've got a good rotation in the body, but the arm swing gets a little bit indisciplined at the top. So the feel is a 3/4 swing, more as you see there now on the left hand side. The key area, however, is stabilising the swing itself, stabilising the radius of the swing. One of the problems you've got here, I'm just going to put these some lines on the screen for you now, make some comparisons. We've got red as the starting point from every angle, face on, down the line. I would say it's set up, just lower the chin a little bit also. It's going to make it a little bit easier to turn the shoulders in a circle. Having said that, if we just run you back now to some key points in the swing. Stop your note on the left arm's parallel. Start to put a yellow circle in position. I think you're already starting to see where some of your problems stem from. And then we're just going to run you through to the top now. And we're going to mark that one off in blue. And make the same sort of comparison with Charlie Wee and Grant Waite. So as you can see, there's quite a comparison there to be made between the amount of head movement that we have going back. Remember what you're trying to do within step and tilt. The whole idea is we swing around a fixed point. So we're trying to stabilise the axis and therefore control low point and also control the path of the golf club. I'm just going to change colour on that one. So we look at the inclination you have to the ground at the top of your backswing. And then we compare that to where it was at setup. There's a lot of height been lost, as you can see when you look at the face-on footage from start to finish. So you can see the head working down a tremendous amount, so the head's not stable enough. As a result, you lose height. And you also move forward too much, so down and forward rather than back and staying stable. So we're trying to maintain our height. Very hard to do that. Remember, there's three things I've no doubt Colin's explained to you during the backswing. You've got to stand up, you've got to tilt left, and you've got to turn your shoulders. And in my opinion, you're tilting left far too much. You're not standing up to the correct degree. So we need to regulate everything from that position you're in now at the top of your backswing. I'm just going to bring this up on the full screen. All you're going to do now is you're going to have to extend very, very early. So you're going to start to stand up, and as you start to stand up, the club gets lost behind you, and before you know it, you've really released the hands through impact. You've absolutely no option other than to do that, because you're trying to get back in to that red circle. So you're not hiding into nothing. Once you get to sort of this position here in your golf swing, you're dead in the water. That's where your problems are rising. And now as you come through, you can see with that action through the hitting area. I know I can speak from bitter experience, and I'm sure Colin will affirm this for me. You're really, really struggling to time that to any degree on a day-to-day basis. So what I'd like to see you do is work on the drill where you pop your head against the wall, and as I said, before I get my hands on you on the 11th, I'm sure Colin can demonstrate this for you. Imagine you have your head on a wall there now, without a club, hang your arms in front of yourself and just make some swings, and your head should move nowhere at all. If your head drifts off the wall, you're not left tilted enough. You can see there your head would slide down the wall and into it on the way back. Then make some through swings, trying to keep your head on the wall, and basically making 3/4 swings, go all the way back, all the way through at a nice steady rate. And between now and the 11th, try and stabilise that head position during the stroke. If you can do that, everything else can start to calm down. Good luck with it. Look forward to meeting you on the 11th, and speak soon. Well done.